Hello, this is Debbie, and I got a request to show how I cut the folders to make the folder album, and how to put the pockets in them. So I thought I'd just do a quick little tutorial and show you how I do that. First of all, I take two file folders and 2 rings. If you buy these at the Office Supply, you get, I think it's, I believe it's 100 file folders and around, I don't remember, around $10, and then I get 100 of these rings for like $4, so you can make 50 of these folder albums pretty cheap. And anyway, what I do is I take my folder. I haven't done one of these in a while, so these are 11 and just a smidgen over a half, so that would be 5 3/4. I don't know. Hang on a second, let me see. Best way is just to fold it in half and pinch it where you want to cut it. I don't really do anything by dimensions. It's too big a commitment for me. I like to just eyeball it. So everything I do is pretty simple. Let's see. That should be about right. Anyway, you find your center, and you just cut your folder in half, the whole folder. Okay. Now that's good. And then open it up. And cut this piece in half. And cut this piece in half. Now these are pretty simple to do, you know, and that's all you need to cut. And I'm just going to do the one folder because of the time constraints. Then I take them and I stack them, and I arrange them so that because they're different heights, and I put the smallest height in front, and then the next height up, and then the next height up, where they're like this. Then I take, like this one has the little curvy things, I don't know what you call them, and I'll put one of these here, and I'll just trace got my head in the way. And I'll just trim to make that see, get these out of the way so you can see what I did. See how I just trimmed that to make a little tab. So now I have 2 tabs, and I'm going to go on this one, flip that over. I'm going to do the same thing here and make a tab. And I apologize, the lighting in this room is really bad because it's so bright in here that the camera casts my shadow on everything I do. The light's behind me, the ceiling light. And I'm so blind I can't work without it, so there's nothing I can do about it, really. I know I have had people email me and ask me to do some more tutorials, and I haven't done one in a really long time. But anyway, that's the way you do those. And I'm not going to sit here and do all of them. Now, I like to have, sometimes I'll cut one in half. So I'll have like a little half page, and I like to put like a little scripture on it or something. Then I like the diagonal pages And sometimes I will just cut one of these pages in half. And again, I just eyeball it. I'll put it in here at an angle. And that's the way I do the half pages. The pockets that she wanted me to show her, I'm not really sure which pockets she wanted me to show her because I have a ton of pockets on them. But let me grab some scraps here, and I will decorate a page right quick. Normally I use the fabric tack glue to do all of my scrapbooking mini books because here in Texas the adhesive turns loose. But I'm going to do it with my ATG gun today to save time. And I'm going to go all the way around this, make sure it sticks good. And normally I will trace this page and go ahead and do the page and then stick it on. But like I said, you know, these videos don't run very long, so I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. I just stick it over there and then I flip it over and then I just go around the thing and cut it out. I don't have any magic formulas for anything I do. I do have sketches that I follow, you know. I'll draw something out and then I'll just go ahead and do it. And I'd be happy to share sketches. And here I have a page. I always okay, where's my, there it is. I always ink the edges of the page because it just gives it a nice, get my ink out. It just gives it a nice finished look. I don't like those bare edges. And it doesn't have to be real heavy. I like it heavy, don't get me wrong. But it take a few minutes to do that, and we don't have the time here, but it just gives it a really nice finished look. Now let me grab, get that out of the way, another sheet of paper, and you want to know how I do my pockets. I will do a pocket on this one and let you see how I do my pockets. I'm going to do one about halfway up. Let's see where my adhesive is. I like to do it then I will, it's just like covering chipboard. I'll take the corners off and then I wrap it. And this is, normally I do the entire page before I stick it to the folder, but That way the inside of the pocket, I don't have to worry about the tags getting stuck in the adhesive. And there's a lot more room in the pocket when you do it this way. You know how you stick it down in the pocket and it gets stuck in the adhesive, or it can't go down all the way because of the glue that's glued up. And if you just wrap it like this, then you have the whole inside of that pocket to play with, and all the way down to the bottom. And that's the way I do a pocket. Now, if I was going to do a like a circular pocket, I did one where it had the circles. I would just take a template, which I'm not going to do right here because I'd have to hunt for it, and I would cut it in a half circle, and then I would take it and overlap it just a little bit. I would tuck that under the page. Guess it helps if I snip that corner off. And I would glue that down. And if I wanted a circle inside of a circle, I'd put a bigger one on there first and then put this one on top of it. And the pockets are really pretty simple. Did I lose focus? And that's the way I would do the pockets. And then I would completely finish this before I punch the holes in it. And I would punch the holes when I completely finished putting the paper on it, and I would punch the holes before I put any embellishments on it, because a lot of times I'll try to punch the holes after and there'll be a flower in the way or a bead or something and no way to punch it, and that's just frustrating. And I would stack it up and I would put a ring here and a ring here, and they're pretty simple. I have one, I've already shown this one on YouTube, but this will give you an idea of what I'm talking about. And on the front, where I have this pocket, I did it the same way. I just cut the piece of paper the way I cut this folder, with a little bit where I could wrap it over. Oops, get it untied. I did the same here. I just did like a file folder top. I did the same here with this pocket. I don't know which pocket it was they wanted to know about. And I like pockets, I really do. So this one, I just put this one in first, and then I put another one this way over the top of it. And that's how I did those pockets. This one, like I just showed you on the circles, I put down a huge one and then I put another one on top of it so that I had these two pockets. This one didn't have any page. This is what I was talking about. I told you I'd do a half page where you can put some little scriptures. This one's just a little corner pocket. I've done it the same way. These pockets, I just put a diagonal. I have sketches for most of these. I mean, I'd be more than happy to share them if you want one. I'll have to scan them and make a PDF out of them. But anyway, that's how I make my folder. And I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Have a blessed day.